Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to Verified So and to this video today. As you can tell, I want to discuss the three places where the confirmation number becomes very important. In other words, the confirmation number is very important and will be used in three places. First of all, as I am shooting this video, we are remaining with only 52 days to the grand release of the DV Lottery 2025 results. And I know a majority of you are waiting for this and you are expecting to receive, you have been selected in that result. Therefore, having known that and that you are waiting for this, then it is important that you understand this concerning the confirmation number. So the confirmation number, of course, it is the number that you get immediately after you have submitted the application in the DV lottery program. It confirms that you have successfully entered the DV lottery program. And this number is a combination of digits and letters, and it is very unique to each one of those that applied. So every person has his or her own unique confirmation number. So this confirmation number is very important, and it being very important, you have to keep it well. That one you know. You need to have printed that page that contains that number. We call it the confirmation page, and saved that in a good place. Or you should have screenshotted it and also save it in a good place. In other words, you keep the number safe with you because it will be used in those three places that we are going to discuss later on. You should not share this number. Don't disclose it to your friends. Let it be your personal number. Let it be with you, safe with you. Always keep it. Never lose it. Never lose that number. But in case you lose that number, later in the video, I'll tell you how to retrieve it. And again, one important thing to note or to do is that you are supposed to keep this confirmation number not only until the time you're checking the results, but also after you've checked the results, you're supposed to keep this number with you. Regardless of whether you are successful, that is to mean you have been selected, or you have not been selected. Regardless of those two situations, you're supposed to keep this number. If you have not been selected, you are supposed to keep this number. Why? Because in some rare cases, in some few years past, we've seen the DV lottery results being redone. We have seen that. Like in the year 2019, around 2019 or 2018, if I'm not wrong, and also 2011 or 2012, around that time, there is some years in between there that the DV lottery results had to be redone. Selectees had been selected, but later on, the selection process was redone, and you used your confirmation number to check again. In other years, the number of the DV selectees were far less than required, and thereafter, there was a need to add other selectees. And those newly added selectees, they were to check for their chances using the same confirmation number. So even if you are not selected, you keep that number safe in case of such occurrence. But if you're selected, then you also need to keep this number with you. Even after you've checked the results and you've seen yourself selected, you need to keep this number. Now, let's come back to the main topic of this video. To start with, let me say this, that the confirmation number is important when accessing the dvprogram.state.gov entrant status check. So when you want to access the entrant status check, you will always need your confirmation number, your last name, and your year of birth. And having said that, remember, there are two situations where you are supposed to access the entrant status check. One being when accessing the first notification letter. In other words, when checking for your results, whether you have been selected or not. So when you want to check the results, for you to receive either the first notification letter or not selected, you have to use the confirmation number. That is the first time you are required to enter into the entrant status check. And the second time you are supposed to access the entrant status check and thereby needing the confirmation number is when you are accessing the interview appointment letter. That is the second notification letter. You will need the confirmation number, your year of birth, and the last name. Those two situations are when you're supposed to access the entrant status check, and therefore the three places that you could apply this confirmation number. The first one, of course, is when checking the results. So come May, when the results are out, you will use this confirmation number together with the other details, that is your last name and your year of birth, to check whether you are successful. And without that, you cannot access the results. So that is the first place. And that's why you're supposed to keep this number with you. And then after checking the results, and let's say you become successful, and we know the next process, of course, is filling the diversity visa application form, the immigrant visa application form. That is the form DS260. And let's say you fill it and you submit it and you print the confirmation page. Then you are done with that. The 2NL that you will be waiting, you will receive a notification through your official email that you used or that you filled on the DS260 form, informing you of an update in the dvprogram.state.gov entrant status check, that you need to go there and check for your second notification letter. So the second notification letter will be on that website, but the notification will come to your email. And once you go to that website, the entrant status check, you will need to enter this confirmation number again. In other words, for you to check for your second notification letter, for you to access the second notification letter, you also need this confirmation number. Do you see why you're supposed to keep this number with you? Keep it safe. You will need it to check or to access your second notification letter. That is the second time you're supposed to use this confirmation number. And then the third one, of course, is what I have discussed earlier. If in case you are not selected, then you need to keep it safe. In case there occurs a situation where the results have to be redone or an additional number of selectees are to be added, then you will use the confirmation number to check whether you are one of those successful ones. Now, let's come back to this. What if you lost your confirmation number or you forgot the password to the email that you used in the initial application? If you forgot the confirmation number, nowadays there is a chance of retrieving the confirmation number. but this only happens after the release of the results. If you're waiting for the results, you cannot retrieve the confirmation number. But once the results are out, then you have an opportunity using the email that you used in application together with your last name and your year of birth. You can retrieve your confirmation number. If you lost your confirmation number, which is not recommended, then you can retrieve your confirmation number. So thank you guys. I saw it good that we discuss this confirmation number with you since you're waiting for the results. And also those who are waiting for the second notification letter, I know you've known that you will need that confirmation number when accessing your second notification letter. So guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Always get this information. Please don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can as well show your support by joining the community, and let's meet in the next video.